Grab a drink, grab some paper, and let's do this. You've never been to a huge film awards ceremony before. I mean, you're not a movie star, you're not with the press, but you are friends with Heather, who just so happens to work with the financial firm that oversees the voting process and officially distributes the awards, and she got some extra tickets. You hover around outside by the edge of the red carpet, waiting for her to show up and flash her VIP lanyard at the bouncers and let you in. But you've been waiting a while. You hope nothing's gone wrong. You'd be pretty embarrassed standing out here in your fanciest clothes with the doors being shut in your face. But at what feels like the last minute, Heather emerges from already inside and ushers you in with extreme urgency.
No time for pleasantries.
She says under her breath.
We need to move.
You look at her in surprise. You know this ceremony is a big deal and it's supposed to be fun as well. So what if you're a little late getting to your seats?
It's not about being late.
Heather cries when you voice this thought.
It's about everything going insanely, disastrously wrong and me losing my job and this year's awards being the laughingstock of the entire world.
Well, okay. You guess there's something wrong after all. You follow her down a loopy set of hallways, heading not towards the main auditorium, but past the green rooms to a special backstage area. She points it to the very end of the hallway to a door labeled Crew, authorized access only. And then she explains.
One of the people nominated for one of the big four, you know what that is, right? Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director, Best Picture. So, one of the people nominated tonight secretly cut a deal with my coworker, Manda. They convinced her to swap out the envelopes with the real winners' names with fakes. They're stealing the awards. I caught Manda in the act. I saw her enter the room with envelopes that looked just like the real ones, but the real one was already inside, and she came out with no envelopes. She switched them and stashed the real one somewhere in there so nobody could prove it was her if it was discovered. But I bet it won't be. She's really cunning, and I'll bet she's doing it to get me fired. I've tried to find the real envelope in there, but, well, there are certain obstacles. You're so much better at problem solving than me. Please find the real winner's envelopes and switch them back.
Her eyes are so teary, her perfect makeup is running. You give her a hug and let her know that you'll get it done before the boring, untelevised tech awards at the start of the ceremony are over. She surreptitiously lets you into the authorized access room and closes the door behind you. And you take in your surroundings. Goodness, everything looks expensive. Besides the door, the south wall is adorned with 4 body-length posters in glass frames. Against the left wall is a huge box full of gift bags for award nominees. In the top left corner are 2 change rooms that look full to bursting with suits and dresses. Besides these, you see a small metal box sitting on the floor. In the upper right corner is a workstation, basically just a desk with a very high-tech computer on it. And against the right wall is a hugely tall shelf with trophies on it. Also, there's a human-sized statue of a man in the center of the room with a briefcase hanging handcuffed from his wrist. And he's in a barred metal cage. Presumably, that suitcase contains the envelope with the names of the winners. You knew the security around these awards was crazy, but you didn't know it was handcuffing a statue crazy. No wonder Heather couldn't fix this on her own. So, you need to find the envelopes with the real winners in them. An envelope could be anywhere in here. Better get cracking. Your time starts now.
Okay, I just need clarification on one thing. What was the word that you were trying to pronounce?
Surreptitiously.
I still don't know what that means. Okay, that's okay. Tyrone, what do you want to check out?
Sorry, what was... I'm trying to look around the room. What was the description before the 2 changing rooms? What else did we see? Or did I miss anything?
The box of gift bags along the left-hand wall. And then there's 4, on the south wall, there's 4, I think you said movie poster, like framed in glass.
Yeah, so south wall, you're going to have the body length, 4 body length posters in glass frames. The west wall, technically, or left wall, is has a huge box full of gift bags. Top left corner are 2 change rooms that's bursting with suits and dresses, and a small metal box on the floor. Upper right corner is the workstation, the desk with the computer, and right wall has a really tall shelf with trophies. And in the middle of the room is the statue of the dude with handcuffs, with a briefcase handcuffed to him in a metal cage.
And also, to answer your question, H1, surreptitiously is a synonym for it is secretively.
Got it, thank you. I love that this room's about education as well. All right. Shall we check out the posters, Tyrone?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
We can look behind them as well.
I'd like to go observe the posters.
All 4 of these huge framed posters are from the same movie, Don't Cross Lines. It swept the awards last year, and these posters seem to be commemorating that. The poster on the left is of the lead actor, then beside that is one of the main actress. You don't recognize the person in the third poster, but you think it's the director. And the final poster is simply a general one of the film's main setting as a whole. Oh, you realize these are the big 4 that Heather was talking about, the 4 biggest awards. Don't Cross Lines won all of them.
Wait, can you say the 4th one more time? It was what?
The final one is simply a general one of the film's main setting as a whole.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks.
Is there anything on the back of the poster? Is there anything on the frame that we notice is interesting?
Well, you could try to open them, but you just can't get your fingers into the gaps of the frames. They're super tight. But if you want to try to lift them off the wall, they do lift off the wall, though it's not an easy job. You don't think you could carry them very far, but it makes sense that they'd be removable. Perhaps next year they'll have replaced these posters with ones of this year's big winners.
So as Tyrone and I use all our might to lift these heavy posters off the wall and inspect the back of them, is there anything back there or on the wall behind them?
At the moment, nothing catches your attention. Again, it's obvious that the frames could open, but you just can't get your fingers in the gaps. They're insanely tight.
Tight gaps, got it.
I wanted to say that's what she said, but okay. But we shall move on. All right. Can we check out the gift bags, the box of gift bags, if that's okay?
Sure. Oh boy, you've heard that celebrities get amazing gifts at these ceremonies worth tens of thousands of dollars, and those rumors were not kidding. Top of the line beauty products, perfumes, colognes that aren't even sold in regular shops, diamond bracelets, vouchers for the most expensive restaurants in the world, and is that a Rolex? Wait, no, it's not an L. A Rolex? Well, I guess they cheaped out at the last minute there. You pick one up and you accidentally press a little button on the side that pops the glass screen open. Apparently, if you want to change the time on one of these, you have to do it the old-fashioned way by winding the hands themselves.
So it looks like we can see all the contents inside these gift bags. Correct. They are not sealed.
Correct.
What time is displayed on the the watch? Anything significant? Or do we know if the watch is even moving?
At the moment, the watch is just kind of hanging out there. They'll probably have to put their own battery in it.
Okie dokie. Is there anything special about the perfume and cologne that's not sold in stores? Other than it's not sold in stores?
No, you nailed it on the head.
Okay. Also, is there anything at the bottom of the box or underneath the box if we move those bags around?
No, it just holds the boxes. Keeps it just about that.
Okie dokie. Tyrone, should we go check out the change rooms, or is there anything else with the gift bags you'd like to know about?
Well, I mean, I almost want to be thorough and look through every single gift bag, but if we're assuming they're all the same, we can move on. I'm gonna wear this Royex on my wrist just for the time being until I know what to do with it.
It looks good. It looks good. It's a good choice.
Thank you. Goes with my eyes.
Yeah, it's perfect, Tyrone.
My blueberry eyes.
Your blueberry. I knew that was coming. I just didn't know when.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry,
All right.
Tyrone. You can go back to your idea later.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll have an
I will have
opportunity.
many ideas. You just wait. Okay, let's continue.
Yeah, let's go check out the change rooms with the suits and the dresses. There's 2 of them.
There are 2 change rooms. Neither of them is specifically gendered, but it looks from the clothes inside that they've mostly gone with men in one, women in the other. There are a lot of outfits, mostly plain suits and pretty dresses, but there are a few more out there pieces, weird costumes made of weird materials and crazy colors. You suppose they're for the song and dance performances in between award segments. Taking a look at a few of the outfits, you see each one is labeled with the name of the person who will be wearing it, along with the clothing brand in big, bold letters. Can't have anyone forget who wore whom, after all.
Can we read the names that are associated with the name and the brand?
I mean, you could, but there's so many outfits there. Maybe you should try to figure out if you're looking for something specifically.
Maybe we'll have to come back to this one, Heather. Or, I'm thinking, do we know the names of the actor and actress on the movie poster?
Sure, of course, because the first one's, I don't know, but you can use whoever you want.
It was Mark
Okie
Wahlberg.
dokie.
No,
Wow.
obviously, Mark Wahlberg, yes.
So obviously.
Mark Wahlberg, of course.
And Kate Winslet. Yep.
Yep, and Kate Winslet.
You guys, what's the bold names on the because Heather said the names of the brand names of the clothing were in bold. Can you tell us the names of those?
But I was just saying, there's a lot. I mean, if you know,
So we have to find the names of the actors and actors first.
yeah.
I think it's time that we try to hack that computer. Shall we walk over to the workstation?
Do we want to check out the little
Check it out.
metal box that's right
Oh,
over there
yes,
too?
I forgot. Let's definitely check that out. What's in
It's
the
a-
box?
It's a little one. What's in the box?
Well, it's locked with a 4-digit combination lock. Well, that's not quite right. It's actually 4 individual 1-digit locks spread all around the sides of the box, one on the front, one on the left, the right, and the back. If you shake it, it rattles quite a lot. It must be full of small objects. You turn it over and there's a sticker on the bottom. It says, "Medicine, as strong as the old stuff in bars." Oh, this must be a first aid kit.
Or whiskey. I'm sorry, so each of those locks have a 4-digit combination?
One number.
Oh, they have one number on each of the locks.
Yeah, it's actually 4 individual 1-digit locks spread all
One
around the
digit.
sides.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Can we open the first aid kit?
It's locked.
Or that's what's locked. Okay.
Yep.
I feel the watch name has to do with something.
Well, I'm wearing it in case you want to check it out.
What was the name of it?
Royex.
Royex.
Royex, I assume. Okay, should we venture on?
Hack the computer?
Yeah, to the computer.
Let's go check out the workstation.
Check it out.
Well, the workstation is pretty clean and clear. Things of interest at all are the computer and a single post-it stuck to the table surface. The post-it reads, "Last year's costumers best," in flowy handwriting. Taking a look at the computer, it's on, but sitting on a lock screen requiring a password to enter.
Can we tell how many digits the password is or no?
No, it's one of those open spaces where you have to figure out what to put in. My guess is that finishing off that post-it will probably give you the right password.
Can we read the post-it, please?
Last year's costumers make the best.
Okay, and there's no other drawers on the desk that we can see and look underneath the desk. There's nothing else around that we can see, correct?
Correct. Right now, that workstation is so clean.
Okey-dokey.
Did you say costumers or customers?
Costumers.
Costumers. Gotcha.
I know this is crazy, but what if the password is Rolex or Royex?
Well, I don't know if that would fit. Last year's costumers make the best Royex.
Can we try? I know it's probably not it, but can we try?
Unfortunately, it unlocks only disappointment.
I feel though that name has to do with something.
I would check out. This might be a better time to maybe go check out or look for a specific outfit.
Oh, like the costumes in the dressing rooms?
Yeah.
Can we go back there? Can we look at? She said there was like suits and suits and some costumes. Like, can we look at the pockets of the suits?
But which one are we looking for?
Is there a costume that happens to be from the movie posters, actor and actress, in that closet?
Oh, are we looking for the
From
last
that movie?
year's?
From Don't Cross the Lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Best
can we
actor,
do
Best
the
actress?
Yeah, the main.
Yeah. Kate Winslet's outfit.
Kate and Marky Mark.
Mark Wahlberg. Well,
We're in the changing room. Thank you.
you scrounge around for the change rooms a while, checking the tags, and eventually you find the name you want. It isn't a very interesting suit. You just, it's your standard black coat, white shirt, black tie. The brand tag says Omers, which is short for the brand Omerson and Peabody. And you said you're looking for Kate Winslet's dress. Well, you know her style and you know what to look out for, and sure enough, the dress with her name on it is a standout. You have a sneaking suspicion you know who the designer is. You look at the label and yep, it says Cust, short for custard, a fabulous brand.
Maybe Tusk is the password for the 4 little individual locks.
Or can we use customers as or costumers? No, wait. As the password? That would be a weird one.
Wait,
Customers?
try customers.
Customers. Yeah. Switch that around. On the computer.
So you input the password customers from the change rooms and the computer unlocks. And on the screen pops up whatever the last user was working on. Looks like a seating chart. And if you give me a moment, I will PTR that for you right now. So Sorry, it's a big PTR, so...
ETR of the year coming up.
Oh yeah, totally. You're gonna just absolutely love this. This is everything you wanted and more. Okay. If you PTR, you will see the seating chart.
Please give us a moment while we analyze this.
I know it could be slightly overwhelming, and maybe you need to narrow it down a little bit to, after all that information, you may need to come back to it because there's so much information. So when you can narrow things down, if you want to go take a look at probably some other things in the room, you're welcome to.
Okay, while we're waiting, can we check out the trophy shelf?
So you look at the trophies. Despite the size of the shelf, you only count 8 trophies sitting here, neatly in a line. These trophies look the same as those given out during the award ceremony, except that they don't have the award categories inscribed on the base. They must be spares in case a real one gets lost or broken.
Can we open them? Is there any places that something can be opened?
So you start to take a look at the trophies, because I know you're a curious person. And you grab the topmost, leftmost trophy and flip it over. And that's strange. You expected the underside of the trophy base to be made of granite or marble or polished wood. You know, something hard. But the bottom of this one has some kind of fabric sewn onto it. It's smooth and stretchy, kind of like spandex or something. You pick up the trophy beside it, and it too has a fabric on the bottom. This one is more like velvet. You go along each trophy in turn, and each one has a different material sewn into the base. Leather, lycra, woolen fleece, denim, corduroy, and feathers. How very unusual.
Okay, sorry, just real quick. That was spandex, velvet, leather, lycra, woolen fleece, denim, corduroy, and feathers.
Correct.
Gracias.
That's pretty good, Heather.
Oh, you wouldn't say that if you saw my writing right now.
Not the point.
Okay, is there anything... There's nothing else on the shelves except for the 8 trophies. They were all lined up on one shelf. Anything else to observe about the case that they're in, the bookcase?
Nothing with the case, but I think those trophies will help you out immensely.
And so there's no writing whatsoever on any of these trophies?
No, there's not.
Okay. Is the fabric on the bottom removable?
It is not.
It's sewn in pretty good, huh?
Yes, yeah, it's stuck on there pretty crazy. It's like Gorilla Glued there.
Do the trophies weigh approximately the same amount, or are they different weights?
They are roughly the same weights.
And are the trophies themselves made out of anything special?
No, they are not. I would focus on the bottom of the trophies, though.
And other things you have yet to observe in the room.
Also
Yeah.
true.
Can we, Tyrone, unless you want to, if there's something you can see right this second about the bottoms of the trophy, I don't know what to do with that information right now, so I would love to check out the statue with the handcuff
go for
and the
it.
suitcase and the cage.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, which one first?
Well, let's check out the cage first, I guess. Can we open the cage?
It's basically a big cube of vertical metal bars that reach all the way up to the ceiling, which you can see through but not reach through. This cage isn't something that you can just pick up or dismantle. The bars are actually coming up through the floor, like they can be raised and lowered at will. Someone went to a lot of effort to keep those winner's envelopes protected, but apparently there's a way around it somehow. Whatever Amanda did, you have to do.
Okay, so we can't reach the briefcase or the handcuffs or the statue, right, as of right this second.
No, you can't see a great deal. You can't see a great deal of detail from outside the cage, but it does look like your initial impression about the briefcase being handcuffed to the statue was wrong. Instead, it's actually attached to the statue's watch. The hand is covering up the handle area, but it looks like it needs a combination of some sort to open. And did you want your little readout of the statue?
Yes.
This dude is pretty life-sized, maybe a bit bigger than you. You can't get too close because of the cage, but he's dressed rather nicely in a tuxedo, complete with all the accessories like a bow tie, watch, and belt. Why someone went to so much effort to dress him, you aren't sure. Obviously, the most important thing about him is the briefcase attached to him.
Can we see what type of watch he's wearing?
Sure. His watch is weird. It looks very similar to the ones on your wrist and in the gift bags.
Is it set to a particular time that we can see?
At the moment, you don't. I mean, it's just 7:41 on the mannequin's watch, or the statue's watch.
Oh, what a coincidence!
I know, weird, right?
So weird.
I was like gonna say that must be a Pacific LA event.
Definitely. Yeah, no Oscars going on here in Alabama. Not the award ceremony, anyway. Plenty of Oscar winners from Alabama.
Yeah, pretty sure he just slapped that one on.
Does the belt have any significance, writing or brand names on it?
No, but it is keeping his britches up.
Are there?
Do we see any kind of levers or switches or anything else with a combination around the room, or any type of control for that cage?
At the moment, you do not. You do have one more. I will say you guys do have one more observable. You have one more observable, and then you have some stuff to do.
I think I'm missing an observable item then.
How'd you get in the room?
Oh, the door. Door. Let's check out the door.
Well, I mean, the door is unlocked, so you can get out at any time. However, that also means anyone can get in. So maybe you should lock it so you don't get caught. Actually, there's something attached to the inside of the door. At first you mistake it for a peephole, but that can't be it. It's a tiny box, all black, but with a laser-like red spot emanating from the metal.
Like a laser shooting out of the box?
More like a laser, like red spot
Oh, okay.
emanating from the middle.
Okay. Is the little black box removable from the door?
No, it's not. It's integrated in.
And is it something that can be opened?
No, it's not. It's integrated in.
Okay.
Can we peek into the red hole to see what's inside?
You see electronics and a red light.
Is the light pointing at something? And
Mhm. It seems to be kind of a sensor of some sort.
Can we hold one of the movie posters in front of the box just to see if it reflects back and does anything?
You do so, and the light still blinks. Hey, Trem.
Yo.
Yo.
Sorry, it popped in my head. Yes, Nate.
Hey, did you see the?
This year, no.
No. Oh my gosh, you should have seen it. Sarah Schofield was wearing this amazing, it looked almost like jeans or something like that. And then Candy Andy, oh my gosh, his suit, the one that was all velvet, was amazing. You missed out on quite a bit.
I see that.
Can we... Okay, first, is there anything on the floor before I do this next thing? I don't want to miss the floor. I missed the door. Anything on the floor or ceiling?
Tile.
I think you're probably good there.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, can we go back to the changing rooms and see if there's any outfits that are spandex, velvet, leather, lycra, woolen, fleece, denim, corduroy, feathers, please?
I like the rattling off of lists. That's pretty good.
How dare you?
I might need to hear that
in
again.
Perfect order.
Right?
Well, it locate outfits made of such specific, strange materials. There's only one velvet outfit, for instance, and it's being worn by Candy Andy, the singer. There's only one leather outfit, too, being worn by Nellie Turner Price. Lycra, worn by Robbie Old. Fleece, by Chris Elderman. Sarah Schofield for the denim. Greg Roy in the corduroy. Eric Yang with the feathers. The only one you have trouble with is the spandex. And you do have your doubts that anyone would do that to themselves, but eventually you find it, Izzy Thomas.
Okay, sorry, can you repeat the leather and the corduroy?
Yes, leather was being worn by Nellie Turner Price. Corduroy was being worn by Greg Roy.
What was the feathers?
Eric Yang.
I think I missed one. I have velvet, leather, corduroy, lycra, denim, spandex, feathers. Which one did I miss?
Woolen fleece being worn by Chris Elderman.
Both of them?
Together.
Woolen fleece, Chris Elderman.
This is the sound of processing.
Isn't it beautiful?
Totally. Are we trying to figure out what to do with those names?
I'm observing. I'm putting things, moving stuff around, just seeing if anything pops up.
I mean, Izzy Thomas. Initials is IT. Maybe something computerish. I don't know.
I think you should continue on that thought process.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where we could go back to. Like, we were at the seating chart. Is it too early to start working on the seating chart?
It might be, but...
Oh, okay. Hold on. I messed up.
Oh?
Wait, okay. Candy Andy is the name. Singer is not part of the name. Okay. I'll be good.
That would seem like a whole thing in itself. I mean, Tyrone, if she's doing something like that, you can go do whatever your heart desires. If you want to tear apart all the gift bags, if you want to...
Okay, and just going back to the little black box, there's like a light, a little hole with a light. Is that right?
Yes.
And this light is pointing out of the box.
Correct.
Is it strong enough to go across the room?
Sure. Let's just call it a sensor.
Okay. Interesting. Does it change when you open and close the door? Does the light point at something in its path?
No, it does not. Let's call it a motion sensor.
Okay. Is this lower or higher on the door?
Let's say lower.
Sorry, the Lycra, is it Bobby Old?
Robbie. Robbie with an R.
Robbie Old?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can I go open all the gift bags while I'm waiting?
Absolutely. So go over to the gift bags, you tear them apart, all sorts of fun things in each one. And then you look at all the watches. None of the hands are moving. Are they broken? Is Rolex even a real brand? Shaking your head, you examine the time on the watch. 3:15. Not even close to being right. You look at another. 8:15. Well, that's closer. Another says 12:15. Another 1:15. Hang on, you're sensing a pattern here. All these watches are set to 1/4 something. Perhaps that's just how the factory sends them out. You take all the watches out of the gift bags, you'll put them back in a second and lay them out according to what time they say. There are 3 for every single time, except only 2 set at 10:15.
Okay. Can I go over to the small metal box and wait? Maybe I'm not ready for that. Actually, maybe try putting 1015 around the small metal box.
Unfortunately, that does not work.
Alright, I think they messed something up. If you do the names, say like, it can't something gray, but that doesn't make board. PROCHSS.
Oh, PROCESS. I'm just going to help you with that because I know audio, some names can get muddled.
Oh, can't process gray. That's what those names say, Tyrone. It can't process gray.
Yeah, my order, I was writing them all out of order, so
okay.
Probably important.
It can't process gray. The little red laser can't process gray?
Potentially.
Okay, go back. Where's my room? I need my
Maybe there's a gray suit
gray?
in the changing room.
Is
Greg
the metal
or gray?
box? Is the metal box first aid kit locked booze cabinet gray?
The metal box, well, it's not going to help you with the metal box. It will help you with the box on the door, but...
Oh, I was just wondering if the color of the metal box was gray.
Sure, yes. Grayish silver.
So if we hold that in front of the black box, it doesn't do anything?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is there
By the
a
way-
hanger? Okay, go ahead.
No, go for it, Tyrone.
I was like, is there like a hanger on the door that you could hang something? Or a hook?
No, there is not.
Speaking of hangers, in the changing closet, is there a small hanger that we could use to get between the glass of the posters?
No, they're all the chunky kind of hangers that nobody really likes, but everybody uses.
Oh, yeah, I got some of those.
What was inscribed on that metal box again? I'm sorry.
Medicine, maybe? I forget.
Hold on. No, wait, I got it. Nope. It's better than the bar. I thought I wrote it. Maybe I didn't write it.
Maybe like medicine as strong as the old stuff in bars.
Yeah, that's what it said exactly. That's what I said.
I mean, does that help you guys at all?
Yep, well, first we need to open that box, but it might help with the bars.
Or is it the other way around? Do you want to go look at the bars?
Let's go look at the bars.
Are any of them wiggly?
Well, you grab a couple of the bars to see if they're loose, and what do you know? They are rising up and falling back down into the floor time and time again. Must have taken its toll. That said, they aren't loose enough to actually snap. Not at all. They just rattle a little bit. At the front wall of the cage, a whopping 4 bars are loose. You move clockwise, and on the next side you find 2 loose. On the back, 2 loose again, and on the final side, just 1.
Maybe we can enter those numbers on the metal box, 4221. See if anything happens.
And you do that, and the box's lid swings open. You look inside expecting to see bandages, antiseptic, anything you'd need for an emergency. Well, apparently the awards people have a different kind of emergency in mind. Double-sided tape, false eyelashes, spare stud earrings, concealer. It looks more like the contents of someone's bathroom drawer than a first aid kit. It's full of anything you'd need for an aesthetic malfunction.
Sorry, what was it again? False eyelashes. What was in there?
Double-sided tape, false eyelashes, spare stud earrings, concealer.
Can we use the back of the earrings to go poke into the glass on the cases?
I guess.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna wear them. Thanks.
Okay, you look fabulous with those on.
They go great with your blueberry eyes, Heather.
They're actually diamond blueberries. That's really... I guess that technically... no, it's too thin. You could probably look for something like a nail file or something like that.
Well, I feel like that should be in the bag because that would be emergency aesthetics.
Well, would you like one?
Is there one?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. The nail file's in there. If rough nails aren't an emergency, what is?
Right. Can that get in the glass? Since my fat fingers can't?
Yes.
Yay.
You take the nail file over to the Best Actor poster, and you dig its pointy tip into the frame, and with a sound like a vacuum being released, it cracks open. You peek inside, and what you do see at the bottom, hidden behind the poster, but a single envelope. You grab it, then open up the other 3 frames, and each one is an identical fancy envelope. You've done it. You found the real ones.
Wait, we did?
Well, you found the real ones.
Oh. Yeah. Isn't that what we needed to do?
Still have a little bit more to go.
Do we open the real ones to check the names?
Probably best
Yes.
not to let them look like they've been tampered with.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get Heather fired.
Clearly.
My bad.
Thanks, time.
The winner is La La Land.
So what are you going to do with the gray thing? I know Tyrone said it a little bit earlier.
Can we try to find some clothing, gray suit or gray outfit of some sort?
Well, gray isn't a very popular color for an awards ceremony, it seems, because you can't find much. What little you do find is only just enough to cover one person.
You gonna put that on, Tyrone?
Yes, even though it doesn't match my watch, I will still wear it. So whatever this item is, I'm gonna put it on.
Nice.
And he's gonna check
You
the
look
pockets
great.
too.
Nothing in the pockets, unfortunately. But do you want to do anything while you're wearing gray?
I want to count all 50 shades.
Oh, that was pretty good, Ty. Quick.
What else would I like to do?
Just remember, it can't process gray.
Go stand in front of the laser.
Yes, I'd like to stand in front of the light.
The red light doesn't...
Go ahead.
Nope, go for it.
The red light doesn't come on. Whoever's wearing gray can move about as much as they want as long as they stay completely covered. Stand close enough, and you can even cover its entire scope so it can't see anyone else in the room either. The cage drops into the ground, and the statue man is free. But if you move away from the door, the sensor will see anyone not wearing gray, and the cage will reappear. So tread carefully.
Okay, Tyrone, you stay in front of the door. I'm gonna go check out the dude.
I'm on it.
Okay. Literally. Can we do that?
Okay, what are you gonna do over at the dude?
I'm gonna
remove
feel
his
him
belt?
out. Yeah, I'm gonna fill him out. I'm gonna check out his shit. I want to see what's going on with the briefcase.
Well, you make a grab for the briefcase and it doesn't budge. Apparently it's fixed to the statue extremely tightly, and the statue isn't going anywhere. But now that you're up close, you can garner a bit more detail about this thing. For starters, you can see that his watch is a Rolex, although it doesn't appear to be working. It's set to 12 o'clock, which it most definitely is not right now. The briefcase is tightly attached to the bottom of the watch band, similar to a handcuffing situation, but not quite. His the statue's hand is concealing a lot of the briefcase's locking mechanism, but it looks like it needs a 4-digit code.
No chance we reuse that one code, right?
No chance.
Okay, that's just double checking.
And we've searched all pockets on this statue.
You pat him down and you don't find anything.
Hey, Tyrone, while you're over at the door, can you set your watch to 12 to match the statue?
Yep.
See if anything happens.
Yep. Setting it to 12.
You know, you do your best to. You press a little button to pop the glass open, but the teeny, weeny, tiny watch hands are clearly too frail to be handled by human fingers. You'll need a tool or something.
Hey, Tyrone, you want to use my earrings?
Yeah, toss them over.
Okay, there you go. My diamond blueberry earrings.
Diamond studs.
You carefully move the minute hand away from the 3, and as soon as you do, the watch band suddenly tightens. Huh. Come to think of it, you don't see any tightening or loosening mechanism on the band itself. Royax is weird.
Ooh, so can we go move, can I move the statue's watch counterclockwise to loosen his watch?
You can. There was a detail about the watches, though, when Tyrone went on a rampage and decided to go through all the gift bags.
About the time that's on them, perhaps?
Oh, yes.
They're all at 15. You want to try changing his watch to 12:15? I don't know if that might do anything.
Or go backwards 15, like 11:45 to loosen it?
Sure, we can try both.
Yes.
So close, but...
No dice.
Weren't there 3 of everything except for one time, Tyrone?
Can we try 10:15 on the watch?
You can, and you do. You use the fine points of the earrings, the blueberry diamond earrings, to move the delicate watch hands to 10:15. And when they reach it, you hear a click. It came from the watch band. It's loosened. It doesn't open completely, but it's now loose enough that it can be threaded over the statue's wrist. You pull it over, getting the briefcase free, and you're almost there when you feel a pull of resistance. I don't know. The watch band is caught on one of the statue's fingernails, and the briefcase's lock is still covered by the hand, so you can't reach it. Why did anyone think it was a good idea to give a statue such realistic fingernails?
File that shit down.
Well, it turns out that box is more helpful to you than a first aid kit could ever have been. The nail file does its job, the statue's nail gets smoother and smoother, and eventually the piece that's caught on the watch is worn away, and the watch and the briefcase come free.
Okay, but now we still need a 4-digit code to get into the brief. Oh, is there anything about the briefcase? Anything else we can see now that it's away from the statue's hand and everything? He was blocking it before, so I couldn't really tell.
I mean,
Well,
basically it's locked.
Yeah, it's a locked briefcase.
Okay, but still 4 digits? We weren't sure before.
Yes, still 4 digits.
What are the numbers at right now? Does it display anything?
0, 0, 0, 0.
All right.
Oh, let's go back to the seating chart.
Yes, you'll need the seating chart. And I know that's going to be still a lot of information. Do you remember the name of the movie?
Don't cross lines.
Okay, just making sure.
Going into processing mode.
I'm trying to figure out if one of these represents the big 4. Let me know if you understand it, Heather.
And if y'all need a hint or a push, please let us know.
I'm assuming each shape represents a different type of group or person.
Yes. So all the circles are just basically placeholders.
Yeah, I can't find any shape that has just 4.
No, you're not looking for any shape that has just 4. I would suggest look for 4 different shapes.
Gotcha. Okay, let me try something.
Okay. Can we try that?
You are so close.
Oh, I forgot the little housey thing.
Because, yeah, those little house things. 05.
So what's the code?
Roman, is it 1657?
You got the envelopes and you got the briefcase open.
What?
You hurriedly make the swap and rearrange everything to make it look like no one was ever here. If someone were to see that you've swapped the envelopes and think that you were swapping out the right envelopes and insist that you swap them back, well, that would be a mess. You peek out the door to make sure nobody sees you and creep out, making your way unnoticed into the auditorium where the ceremony is happening. Heather is already in her seat. She waves you over to join her.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
She whispers during the next break.
I couldn't have done it alone. My boss Amanda will pay for this later, I guarantee it.
Huh. Didn't she say that Amanda was just her coworker? Whoops. Oh,
Oops.
Heather says.
Guess I misspoke. The awards go on smoothly.
With lots of champagne and applause. And even though you're invited to the after party, you're a bit too exhausted after all these hijinks. Over the next couple of days, your life doesn't change that much. But you do see a few newspaper headlines about a scandal at the offices of Heather's company. Something about the boss taking shady deals and committing some strange kind of fraud. Apparently she's been sacked. And who's taking her place? None other than Heather. You try to get in contact a couple of times, but Heather seems to have lost your number. And with that,
Oops.
Scandalous.
y'all have beaten the room.